Hey parents, Tyler here, and welcome back to At Home Videos. Now remember, these are designed for you to continue the conversation at home. So we would love for you to continue the conversation about what we're going to talk about tonight. And really, we're going to kind of start in a kind of an obvious understanding, because the thing about it is there's a very simple principle about when it comes to life, and it says, as we grow up, we change. As we mature, as we develop, we change. So as we get older, we get taller, maybe our fashion changes, the things that we want change, our friendships change, and you and I understand that as we grow up, we change. But I think we often miss this, and especially for teenagers, I think they miss it as well, that as we grow up, our faith needs to change as well. As we mature, as we develop, as our fashion changes, as our friendships change, as our life circumstances change, our faith has to grow with us. And the very, very simple principle that we as we grow up, we change. We get that when it comes to other parts of life, but when it comes to faith, we often miss it. And so we talk to teenagers a lot about this idea, especially when it comes to faith. And we say, now is the time. When you're a teenager, now is the time for you to begin to own your own faith. It's now time to take responsibility for your own faith, to make your faith a priority. And so in this series, You in 5 Years, we're gonna speak to that person in 5 years and say, you know what? The person the you in 5 years is going to be so thankful that you took your faith seriously now, that you made your faith a priority now. So that's kind of where we're going tonight, and we're really excited because this is like kind of the first half of a sermon. So we're gonna kind of build the tension. We're gonna talk about that, and we're hopefully gonna be able to speak to a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grader. But next week we're gonna get incredibly practical. What does that look like for us to grow? How do we grow in our relationship with Jesus? But before we do that, a way for you to continue the conversation is very simple as this. Instead of with your words or with your questions this week, what does it look like for you to continue the conversation by your actions? You see, we're going to tell teenagers you need to grow in your faith, and as you mature, you need to grow and your faith needs to grow. But for you as the parent, the same is true. As you've grown, as you've matured, as you've developed, your faith needs to grow with you. So my question to you is that, do you have those rhythms in your life? Do you have those spiritual disciplines in your life that you're actually that are helping you grow in the Lord? And so here's what we're going to do. I want you to take the moments this week to maybe begin to step into those spiritual disciplines. And if you don't have a kind of a framework for that, in the description below, they're going to put two Amazon links to 2 books that may help kind of frame for you what a spiritual disciplines look like for you in your life, so you can grow. So we are so excited about this. So we will see you next week.